Arne, a different bird's eye view today. Did you like what you saw from up there?
Yes, I did. Although there were things to improve as well. I think we were sometimes, I don't think it's concentration, but maybe it was because it was our 5th game in 15 days that I saw a few times, us struggling a little bit with the ball that I'm not used from the players, but their work rate after so many games was incredible. Not only from the ones who started, also the ones that came in. So again, not only a very good team performance, but a very good squad performance.
Dominic Szoboszlai, first time he scored in back-to-back Premier League games. In this tight period of time, has he almost thrived in the most difficult part of the season?
I think he's been very, very important for us the whole season. Not always this was seen, but again today maybe people talk about his goal, which they should, because it was an important goal and a good goal. But I think what helped the team even more than him scoring a goal was the amount of times he wins the second ball, he wins the ball back for us, he runs for 2 players. So it's that probably deserves even more credit than him scoring a goal. But it's nice that he starts to scoring goals as well, because that in the end is also what you need to do if you are an attacking midfielder that wears the Liverpool shirt.
That is 11 points from a possible 15 in this tight period of time. What have you liked, or potentially what have you learnt about the squad that you have in this period?
No, many things I've liked, because after Everton, after Villa and the Wolves game wasn't an easy win as well. People started to doubt some things about our game. But we reacted so well against City, and then all of a sudden everybody was very positive again. And sometimes what you then see is that players like, oh, now we are all of a sudden really good. And they don't do the same effort anymore as they did before. So for all the mental challenges we had, so people questioning us, and then everybody really positive, but players just kept calm and did the things that they have to do, and that is making it as hard as possible for the other team to play against us. And then eventually, normally or most of the times, our quality then makes the difference.
You are 13 points clear at the top. At what point do you start to see the light of this very long Premier League season, thinking, we might do this?
No, it's still a long way to go, 10 games. And now in the month March, I think we only play 1 Premier League game. And we have the final, of course, international break, and 2 very important games against Paris Saint-Germain. So we're not focused on the long term. I know, and the players that watch the French league as well, they know how difficult of a game Paris Saint-Germain will be, because they are in probably the same form as we are. Hardly lose, win their games by big margins, lead the league as well by margin. So yeah, it's going to be a difficult task for both teams. And now I think the players have 2 days off, so Saturday we go back and focus on Paris Saint-Germain more than we focus on the league table in the Premier League.
Yeah, does it feel like a luxury to actually give them 2 days off and have 7 days before your next game?
Yeah, that's true. Although I would have loved to play, because the likes of Harvey Elliott, Joel Kwanzaa, Federico Chiesa, for them it would have been really good to have a game. So unfortunately we lost against Plymouth, so that means we have the weekend off, which is for Virgil and for Mo and these players very good. So if we would have went to the next round of the FA Cup, we again wouldn't have started them. But yeah, the situation is as it is. We accept it, and we train Saturday and then focus on the Wednesday game.
And look, just last question. Mentally, what do you think tonight might have done for your players when you have to face Newcastle again in a neutral ground for a trophy?
I don't think that means so much, because I saw a different Newcastle tonight than I saw a few months ago when we played them there. I don't know if that's for a reason, but normally I see them pressing 4-5-1, and now they press 4-4-2. So maybe they wanted to do things a bit differently. They rested, or he's injured, I don't know. But Isaac wasn't there. Joe Linton wasn't there. So I think we can expect something different in a few weeks. But probably we are rested a bit better than we were in our 5th game in 15 days.
Arne, thank you so much.
So guys, congratulations. Alexis, how are you managing to constantly churn out these performances and results?
Well, thank you very much. I think it's the desire to win trophies. We know that this season we have maybe the opportunity to win some, so We are really happy, working really hard, and hopefully we can keep on going.
Dominic, that's the first time you've scored back-to-back Premier League goals this season. Do you feel like you're playing some of your best football of your career? Come in. I said, do you feel like you're playing some of the best football of your career? It's the first time you scored back-to-back Premier League goals this season.
Well, it's my second season, so it was not a long time that I had any chance to score twice in a different game. So, no, I'm really happy to have the team. But yeah, as I say, the most important is the team. If I can score even more goals back-to-back, I would be happy. But until we are in the first position of the league, I'm more happy.
Was the timing of your goal crucial? Because Newcastle were just starting to get a little bit of joy going forward, but you whipped it in and stubbed it out.
Yeah, maybe we didn't start the second half as we wanted, but yeah, as you said, it was nice because I like to get to this position. Sometimes I don't get the ball, but this time Mo played it, so really happy for that.
I don't know if you know the Arsenal results, but you're now 13 points clear at the top of the Premier League. At what point do you start to see the light here and think, hang on, this might happen?
Well, after mathematically they have no chance to get us. So, yeah, we are really happy that we are 13 points clear, but we will focus on ourselves. Now we have a Champions League coming up, so we will have to focus on this as well. And then, yeah, game by game, we are looking forward to stay in the top.
Does it feel like a luxury to have 7 days off before your next Champions League game?
Yeah, definitely. We need it. We were talking and we were a little bit tired, but this week will be nice to get some rest, some days off, and yeah, thanks to Arne as well.
Are you targeting 3 trophies then this year? You've got Newcastle again in the League Cup final coming up.
When I came to Liverpool, I wanted to win everything in my first season. So I don't like to talk about it. We have to focus, as I said, game by game. First Champions League we have to go through, and then we have a Premier League game in between. And then we have a cup final. So against them, really tough team, really good team, really good playing style what they do. So we have to be ready and yeah, focus first in the Champions League, and then yeah, the cup final is coming up as well.
We just said you wanted to win everything coming to Liverpool. How do you feel about winning Player of the Match trophy? Will you take that one? Alexis, would you do the honours for us? Well done, Dominic.
Thank you very much, Becky. Dominic.
Say, Steve, that when you are winning trophies,
yes,
then you have the feeling that everybody is involved, everybody is committed, and then it's what they say, they desire to win trophies. Mathematically, still we are there, one game at a time. That is the right message, and that is the right mentality. So you have seen a team that mentally is strong enough. Everybody is working together. Even they talk about days off, and is another plus. So they work with the desire, the mentality, the commitment, the work rate that you need. But also, I will say something in favor of the manager. That is that they know what they have to do. When they have to drop off and defend, they defend. When they have to attack, they attack with numbers. When they have to keep the ball or game management at the end, they were keeping and passing the ball. So you can see a team that has belief that they can win and that they want to win trophies. And at the same time, they know what they have to do because the manager is doing a good job.
And we're watching a side who look relentless, Maka.
Yes.
But it also looks like they've got gears to go through and they're not playing at their top level.
Yeah, Ali said, were comfortable, didn't he? They were very calm. They won on a canter, really. You felt as if Newcastle did get into the game at any stage, they could go again and get a goal. Incredibly efficient. You see the last minute, the work ethic closing down, even in Fulham, even in Newcastle's penalty area. You know, Salah in the last kick of the game, trying to win something. Trying to nick something back. So their commitment to get the job done, their professionalism, their game management again was excellent. They didn't look in any discomfort today, a bit like the Manchester City game. The last game here against Wolves, that's when they wobbled a little bit, but since then they've just stepped on it again, and they're in cruise control, aren't they? Everybody else is falling away, helping them. But what they need to do is get the right results themselves, and at this moment in time, they're unstoppable, they really are.
And they're still on for a treble. How sustainable is it, Rafa, the way that they're playing, that style?
No, I think it's fine because of what I said before, they are changing players when the game was nearly there, 75, 77 minutes, the manager is changing players, so giving a rest, giving a chance to the others to be part of the group. So if you can change, and now they have some days off, so they know that mentally you can be tired, but if you are winning, you can carry on. But if you are winning and you have some days off, they know the fixtures. They know we have to play this game. So that means that everybody's thinking about, we want to win this trophy, go for the next one, go for the next one. So they can do it because they believe that they can do it.
Yeah, absolutely. They are so focused there, but Liverpool certainly one hand on.
Of every player. At the beginning, remember when Slot was saying, maybe they will miss me, maybe not. So more or less, we have seen that the maquinaria is bien engrasada. So
you said it so much better than I did.
We have seen that they know what they have to do. So we have seen a team that is capable to press when they give the ball away, that is capable to play quick transitions, counter-attack, and is capable to defend if it's necessary. So our people were telling me that they have more clean sheets than anyone in the Premier League. That is balance, because they can attack with numbers, and at the same time they can defend. So Newcastle United didn't have any shot on target. Why? Because they were doing a great job. So we're talking in the first half about the balance of Newcastle 4-4-2. Liverpool didn't have too many chances, but they didn't concede any chance. So when they are attacking, when they are pressing, still they are defending with numbers in a good position, and they stop the other teams to play counter-attack or have clear chances. So any game can change. But what we have seen is a team that is very consistent in terms of performing at a very good level. Very good level.
Yeah, they've got such a high level now that they almost don't need the manager, do they? You know, as long as, of course, the manager picks the sides, but they know what jobs that they need to do. And anybody who comes on the pitch, whether Curtis Jones starts, whether Gakpo starts, they will put in those type of performances. They are that good at the moment. Endo comes on, always has an impact. Darwin Núñez at times comes on, has an impact. So they can rely on now 15, 16, 17 players. And as soon as anybody leaves the pitch and somebody enters the pitch, the intensity level doesn't drop. It rises, it goes again. And when you have this level of performance that you can trust every single week, if they go out and do that performance again, they'll get a result, and that's what they're showing at the moment. So they're almost 1-0 up before they come out on the pitch. They're that confident, and the fans are that confident in them.
Is that just the right blend of experience through the side, that title winner?
Possibly, and the new signings that came into the club, the recent new signings, which was last year really, Slobberslai, McAllister, Gravenberch, Endo, those type of players have all improved. And they're all a year more experienced. Curtis Jones, Harvey Elliott, a year more experienced. So you can rely on them more. A lot of the youngsters, the Kwanzas, the Conor Bradleys, they've come into the team and always done a job. So when you've got 20 players, and people say they're fortunate about injuries, to a certain extent they are, but Arne Slot brought a sports scientist with him who he trusts implicitly brought him with him, Ruben, and he's done a wonderful job. So it's not luck as well. He makes 5 substitutes every single game. He makes sure he rotates his team. So he knows what he's doing, and he's helping the players out as much as he can, because their schedule is hard and arduous.
Rafa, take us through how they opened the scoring. It was two...
Let me 1 second, sorry, because Steve made a good point. The rotation of the players.
It happens now and again, Rafa, don't worry about it.
When you have a manager that is doing a job, when you have a staff that they analyse things, and I have the experience when you have to compete in different competitions at the maximum level. Normally you win trophies in the last 10 games, is what they say. So then if you can rotate your players and everybody's coming and making something, a job, giving something to the team, then you can rely on him for the next game, and then still you can perform. So the winning teams are not teams in modern football with 15, 16 players. They have 20 players, some young players come in and they have a contribution. So that's what they are doing at the moment.
Keeping everybody happy.
Yeah, it's not because, that is not easy. So it's easy to say, but it's easy when you are winning. Because if not, the people not involved will be, but because you are winning, you can change this one, and everybody's happy because they know what he said to me. I like me in Spanish. The desire to win trophies, what McAllister was saying, that is the main thing. Everybody knows that they can be part of this winning team, and that is the winning mentality that you need.
And that's infectious, I imagine, as well.
It's very positive for everyone. But you say about the fans, the staff, everybody has the belief we can win trophies, and everybody's pushing and making a contribution.
It certainly looks like Dominic Szoboszlai has the belief as well. He's a man in form. Just take us through how he opened the scoring for Liverpool tonight.
So I think the way that they play, so we have seen, you see, they regain the ball and it's a quick transition, but it's not just, sometimes it's the pace that they use when they go. You can go forward, but you see still he's running and then they go forward, and now you see 4 players, you see a lot of players of Newcastle United, but the movement is dropping off a little bit, has a space. So that is a clever movement. It's more a movement of a striker than a midfielder, but he did really well.
Do you think Nick Pope has to do a bit better there, Maka, or was that unfair?
Yeah, I think it's slightly unfair, only because it goes through Tonali and Dan Burns' legs. So he is slightly unsighted right up until he's on the 6-yard box, Dan Burn. You see here, this is a better angle. He's unsighted when he hits the ball. He sees it there. He's down. He's a big, tall goalkeeper. It's probably hard for him to get down and get it away at seeing it such late. But the second goal was similar. You know, they were all backing off. They were all back in defence. They had numbers back. They outnumbered Liverpool in defence, but still conceded, and they just didn't learn. They defended well. They got behind the ball, which was great. But you see here, they lose the ball. Liverpool are off again. It's McAllister off again. He starts to move. Szoboszlai's running forward. Trent's gone. You see how many red shirts in the box. But look at all the black and white shirts. They all get back. Yeah, McAllister's in glorious isolation when he receives the ball.
It's a principle in defence. So you have to defend the space, but the main thing, you have to defend the man. So then you have to find this balance between defending the space and the man. So a number of players, Liverpool getting into the box, when they were winning still with a lot of players, that is another positive.
Before Salah gives him the ball, before Salah chops back onto his left foot, Tonali is touched tight with Alexis McAllister. And as soon as Mo goes back onto his right foot, it's not Tonali, it's Bruno Guimaraes. Yeah. And as soon as he chops back onto his right foot, Guimaraes drops towards the goal as if we need to protect the goal. And he leaves McAllister. And of course, Salah in the form he is in, he just puts it on a play for him, and it was all about the finish, and the Argentinian smashes it into the net.
Is he a bit of an unsung hero, do you think, in that team, McAllister?
Yeah.
I know everyone respects him and rates him highly. I just feel like we talk a lot about the other players in that team.
Yes, and I think that's normal, to be honest. The goal scorers get the credit, and Gakpo's had a great season. Mo's been off the charts, hasn't he? Darwin scored late goals. Diaz has chopped in, and Jota. So they will dominate because they will score the goals. Unfortunately, the goalkeeper or Van Dijk or the 3 in midfield, that triangle in midfield has been phenomenal.